Hey YouTube, come along with me as I tour Patuxent Nursery and do a little spring shopping trip so I can get some pretty things to pot up in the containers in my garden. Now, I had actually gotten away from doing annuals, but I think this year I just feel like I want pretty aesthetically beautiful things around me. And while my perennials give me that, I thought some annuals for that all season long color would be nice. So you already saw me plant up those vincas in the arrangement that I did with my topiary juniper and the creeping jenny. I also thought that these cannas would be a wonderful addition for a container, looking at it being the thriller. I had never used this gold leopard, but look how beautiful that is. So I definitely wanted to try to use this. So I picked up a gold leopard canna. And in addition to that, I'm going to need a filler. But while I look for that filler, let's also enjoy the nursery. So if you live in the DMV area, which is where I am, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, that Northern Virginia area, DC, Maryland, this is one of my favorite places to go. There's a couple of nurseries around that I like, but I absolutely love Patuxent. And I am absolutely addicted, guys. Just going down the lane and looking at all of the beautiful things. This is why spring is my favorite time of year. Now we're coming up on the fuchsia, which I absolutely love. I always get these very large ones with these pink flowers and they open up to purple, and hummingbirds get in there and love them. And that's why I always get two. So I already had one in the basket, and then I got sidetracked looking at beautiful flowers. So I needed to go back and get another. So definitely picking up this gorgeous fuchsia. It is coming home with me. I am still looking for fillers, but I know that I'm going to use this. I always have two every year. And so now I'm back on track looking for the fillers that are going to accompany. And this is absolutely cute. I didn't get this ultimately, but I love the little angel and I love finding things that look like me. So I think these are gorgeous, and I think statuary in your garden is a wonderful addition because the plants are beautiful, they are, but those accent pieces really will set things off. And so looking at all of these little things, they have obelisks and fountains, even benches. It's just gorgeous. And it's just a way to make that garden your beautiful aesthetic space. And so I always like just going around and seeing what they have available. Look at these azaleas. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. And the grasses, lovely. I'm still looking for fillers. I remember what I'm looking for. My self control is intact. It really is. And though I might have bought a little bit more than what I intended, the goal is beautiful annuals to help give me that aesthetic space that I'm looking for this year. So we're coming up on the petunias and the geraniums. Now, for me, geraniums I do every single year, and I have been doing them every year. I love to put them in the front. The one negative about geraniums is that you do have to deadhead them if you want them to stay looking beautiful and fresh. because as the blooms start to fade or become spent, and you'll see it on this light pink geranium that there's a spent bloom, you are going to want to follow that piece down to where it's attached, and then you snap that off. And that's how you keep that looking good. I did not get any geraniums, even though I love them. I was just looking for something different, and I found it. And this sea over here, you'll see this beautiful sea of purple. I didn't go with the purple, but just above that is some pink scaevola. So you'll see the absolutely beautiful, oh my gosh, all these flowers. These are gorgeous. I didn't choose any of these, though altogether it's very striking. I ultimately went with some scaevola, and I'm gonna pick those up and take them with me and put it together. Come with. I am going to pot up this last container. And I'm trying to stay out of the sun, but we're in full sun right now. But this is the Canna Gold Leopard. It's so pretty. And I'm going to put this right in the center. So first, let's add a little soil and some biotone. And we're gonna obviously have to add more soil to it, but this thing is about to be packed, because when I went to go get the extra vinca for the other arrangement, I saw some pretty yellow lantana, and you know what I didn't do? Stop myself. Oh no, we're packing the container. It's gonna be so awesome. Okay, so my nails are actually pretty. She did a fantastic job. Once I water them, once I wash my hands, it'll be fine, y'all. My nail tech knows. Let's hide the dirt that lives under Niecy's nails. This is the whole job. The job is hide the dirt. Okay. Okay. Plenty of starter fertilizer. So first we're going to put this canna in. And we're going to loosen it a little bit. Ah! Oh, whoops. So we're just going to loosen this up just a little bit. What was that? I think that's the bottom of the container. We'll loosen those up.
And now, here's the pretty yellow lantana that I found. Well, this one's not blooming at all yet, but I am the girl with no self-control. No plant shall be left behind. So we'll add this extra dirt back in. These are blooming. How about that? Isn't that pretty? Can you see that? And the sun, isn't that gorgeous? So we'll put one like around. And this is super wet. They just watered it and it's soaking. Look at this. Water coming out. Wow. So, just gonna put that right there, one on each side. And then I picked up this diamond frost euphorbia, and I think that's gonna be so pretty and wispy. So I'm gonna put this in. Uh-oh, looks like I broke a piece. I did. Oh well, it'll be fine. I do not hold these plants that precious because plants are super resilient. Now, I say this about the outdoor plants. House plants will humble you. It's like, what do you need that I didn't give you? You're like, oh, you're giving me this nasty chlorinated water. I am uninterested. Full to part sun. Well, we're definitely full sun. Womp womp. So, full sun it is. So, diamond frost euphorbia is going to go right there in between the lantana. And then I believe this is called Scaevola. Yeah. Scardiva Fashion Pink. Isn't that pretty? Oh. And this will kind of spill over the container. And I only have two, so let's pick where we want the front to be. I probably could have gotten three, but my bank account says control yourself. My heart says buy it. My bank account says, girl, stop. But that's awesome. So that's going there. And then I'll put another one over on this side. And these are 1 quart containers. Yeah, that's just one plant, so we're not gonna be able to break that up. So put that like that. And now let's add some more dirt. And this little container is packed. Can y'all see this? It is full of lovely things. Now let's add some more soil. Look at this. So this is how, when they sell you things by weight, look at this giant log. I'm never buying this soil again, but look, this is a giant heavy stick. So if you're buying for like a 40-pound bag, well, here's 3 pounds here. 3 or 4 pounds. That's ridiculous. This is how they get over. This is why I have to start composting. Recharge your soil where you can so you're not spending all your money buying crap like that. I was just watching AJ's Garden Greens. I think that's how, I think it's AJ. I know it's AJ's, but I don't know if it's Garden Greens. But it's my neighbor. He lives in my same zone. I don't think he's that far from me. But he just was showing the same thing. Like these are how these people are getting over on you. And they're charging you all this money, and you are not getting what you pay for. So we're going to add more soil. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so pretty. And I'm going to miss this to get some of this dirt, because I'm definitely getting dirt on everything. So we'll get some of that off. But this is lovely, y'all. No, it's AJ's Green Thumb. Yes. I was watching AJ's Green Thumb LLC, and he was just talking about the exact same thing. And it just makes me so happy to have a little bit of color. And so that's all I'm doing, is adding a little color to my deck, because on the deck is where I keep all of my edibles. Because squirrels, y'all. The things in the yard. So when I have things on the ground, squirrels, man, they eat my happiness. I'm trying to grow food so I can have something yummy. And squirrels are like, we also would like something yummy. So they're like coming by like, ooh, thank you. We're going to definitely eat that. It was between the squirrels and the rabbits, hon. So, okay, so here's our final arrangement. So the canna's in the center, surrounded by the Diamond Frost Euphorbia and the Scaevola. It's pretty pink Scaevola. And then you can see the lantana. And this, I decided, is going to be the front of it. And that's going to do it for today, guys. And today we did a little shopping. I took you guys with me to my fave, Patuxent Nursery. And so we got some plants for that and potted up some colorful arrangements for the deck. And we're just trying to make the deck look pretty for the season. I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming along with me. Bye.